Hello and welcome to UK Versus. Today we have our card market update with Card Goblin. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm a little bit under the weather, but we will persevere. So, how has the week been for Card Goblin?
It's been relatively quiet, just in terms of, we are working on a restock. I'm currently, probably after this has been recorded, I've got some Attack on Titan restocking to do. In general, we've been quite quiet this week, which is fine. A quiet week is never a bad week. So.
That makes perfect sense. So you've got some restocking coming in next week. What new products are we likely to see on the website?
So next week's going to be quite a huge restock, as well as a stock of so many new items that we haven't yet had on the store due to many delays from Universes to the UK. So we'll be getting a big refresh of Girl Power and Jetburn, as well as some more Attack on Titan. The biggest thing is the Challenger deck. So we're getting some Cowboy Bebop Challenger decks, Critical Role Challenger decks, and then we're getting a bunch of different accessories, because I know accessories for Universes is quite hard to find, and people like their accessories. So, we're going to be getting a refresh on a bunch of Attack on Titan playmats, as well as the Godzilla playmats and the Critical Role playmats, which I haven't had any of these before, so these are totally new to us as a store. But we're also going to be getting a bunch of Universes sleeves. So, Critical Role sleeves, Godzilla sleeves, and what other sleeves are there? There's a lot.
A lot of those products have been highly anticipated. Critical Role has been teased and moved around since March. So it's great to see that these products are finally hitting shelves, and they're probably going to absolutely fly out.
It's good to see these things. And in terms of just other stuff, we got these next 2 weeks for me are really busy in terms of just new stuff that's coming out. We got a Pokemon release, we got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Release, we got a Magic release. It's just kind of all falling within the same week, so it's kind of insane. But in terms of just general Universal stock, that's mostly it. But it's a lot. It's a lot of stock, so you'll see a huge influx of new stuff on the site once it's here and uploaded. But I'm very excited for it.
That's awesome. Speaking of things that are already on the site, last Friday we had the reveal of Izuku Midori on the move, and we got to find out what their actual abilities are. After seeing the card, was there an uptake in pre-orders?
Weirdly enough, no, but the Dark Hero decks were selling well even before the reveals. People were just buying those anyway. I think we're getting close to being completely out of stock pre-order wise for those. I think we've only got 9 left. So if you haven't yet got one, I would suggest pre-ordering from your local game shop or from us directly, just because there's only so much left now in stock.
Could end up with another Attack on Titan situation here where they sell out very quickly.
Yes, exactly. And then I also uploaded the Tekken 8 decks, the Solar Leveling decks, and the Star Trek Lower decks. I haven't quite uploaded all of the Star Trek Lower decks because there's a lot of those, but and it's the first time we're doing this, because the Star Trek decks, there's 4 different ones in a display. We are just selling displays as a set in case somebody just wanted.
That's awesome.
All 4 decks. But we will be selling them individually as well, and yes. Also, we will be doing a small sale soon. Everybody loves a bit of a sale. It's more just so we can liquidate some stock for, to play around with. As well as we also recently we just uploaded the Attack on Titan Origins of Power booster cases. If you're wanting a case, I would suggest thinking about it soon, just because they will sell out fast. Whenever we upload cases, they usually go within a week. And some people will message and be like, hi, I see that you've got 6 booster boxes still on your pre-order. Can I just get a case? The issue with that is that we need to be able to sell individuals as well as cases.
Yeah.
So it's a balancing act, and I can't kind of combine the two, and it's really awkward on how I can do that. So if you're wanting a case, I would suggest ordering sooner rather than later. If you are wanting a case but can't justify the purchase right now, that's fine. But you really want a case, you can message me directly and I can sort out potentially pre-ordering more cases. So if people want more cases, I can order more cases.
That makes sense. So you're going to be having a sale relatively soon to clear up some space. Yeah. Is that to clear up some space for retro cards, which you've been showing some interest in?
Not entirely, but yes. So the clearing of the space is a lot. It's a lot so we can just restock, really. So I want to get rid of some older products so I can get into some more Attack on Titan stuff. Let's face it, you can't have enough Attack on Titan at the moment. There just isn't enough to go around. And everybody's wanting cards on the set. And there's only, even as a store, I only get like 3 or 2 of each secret rare every time I open up a bunch of cases. It's just that big of a set. So the hope is that I can liquidate some stock and then purchase some more stock to kind of help, because we're getting closer to the regional, and I know people are wanting to get ready for that regional. And I only have so much time to get ready for that regional, so I really need to be getting that push now as a store in prep for that regional.
Regional's about 6 weeks away, and people are now starting to settle on their decks. We've had Tam and David's event where we saw what decks were more competitive, and people are now starting to build their lists and get stuff ready.
I'm aware that the Tekken decks and the Dark Hero decks aren't out yet, but I know people will likely be playing some of those characters at the next regional, because correct me if I'm wrong, it was confirmed that they will be legal for the regional.
Patriot Games has confirmed that Izuku Midori on the move, Jin and June from Tekken 8 will be legal in our regionals. It's going to be a weird competitive season because every regionals is going to have a different set of cards legal for it. The NA are going to only have Attack on Titan. Then Oceania will have Dark Hero Arc challenges included, I believe. And then we will have Tekken 8 because it drops the Thursday before our regionals. So this regional season is going to be very, very cool. And
very insane, yeah.
hopefully we should start getting Tekken 8 previews soon so people can start planning.
On that note for Tekken, if you are wanting to play Tekken at the event, I think I've said this before, I would suggest, if you're not overly worried about playing the Tekken deck at the regional, then if you've already ordered from us, that's fine. Like, don't worry. If you are certain you want to be playing the Tekken deck at the regional, I would suggest either buying from your local game shop or Patriot directly, just because it will guarantee you have it.
Yeah, I'm sure some people are on the fence, but once we actually get confirmation about what's in their kits and what the characters actually do, people might be reaching out to local game stores and reaching out to Sean to be like, I want these characters.
Yes, I want to respect my agreement with Patriot and Sean, where I don't sell sealed product at their events. The Tekken decks won't be available for collection at the event because that kind of crosses that line. Tekken singles will.
They can just buy that character. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly. If it turns out like the deck is mostly chaff, which I can't imagine it will be, but let's say it is, and you are just really certain you just want to play Jin as a character, then we will have Jins as characters at the event to purchase.
What's been the highest selling card of the week?
It has been cropping up a lot. It's reloadable swords.
Oh, the Challenger asset.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
That's. But in terms of like actual Universe product, the most sold recently has probably been the Dark Hero decks.
Yeah.
They've just been consistent.
I've seen the alt art cards. I immediately purchased 2 on pre-order because I was on the fence until I saw what they did. How many I wanted. I was like, as soon as I was like, I need 2. Yeah.
The alt arts do look amazing. Like I think they're some of the best alt arts yet. I don't know if that's controversial, but yeah, I think especially after watching your video and seeing those alt arts, they are amazing looking. Like, genuinely, they are great.
It is something I'm really excited for. At the beginning of the year when we got Trigun and we got Cowboy, the entire deck was available in alt arts, and then with Critical Role and Godzilla, we got XR versions of cards that were in the deck, and now with the Dark Hero Challenger series and with Soul Leveling, we're back to every card in the deck has an alternate art version. So it's going to be very, very cool to have these powerful cards but have access to every single one of them with this amazing art.
That's going to be pretty insane. That's going to be, if you're a collector, that's a tall task.
Yeah. My friend Andrew is a massive Deku fan.
Yes.
And he is going to be outright just buying people's collector's packs because he wants as much as he can in foil.
Yeah, I understand. Especially if you've got play sets of certain cards, you want them to match. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. If you get the characters, you're fine. But if you get an attack you're winning 4 of, you need 4 of them.
Exactly. I got to say, I looked when I watched your video. The alt arts are amazing. I think the Dark hero just products in general are really cool. Like, I think the playmats for those look great. I must admit, Universes and their playmats are spot on. I think they have really great playmats.
Oh yeah, the playmats for the Vigilante Deku stuff, the Dark Hero arc, is absolutely insane. The wheeling one for All Mat looks absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think I'm really looking forward to the solo leveling products, like the solo leveling, the Hunter's Dagger playmat. Insane. I think that one looks great.
The one where he's got his arms crossed with the Night Slayer, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Most people seem to be more gearing towards the one where he's got the circle behind him, saying that's amazing.
Yeah.
The product itself looks absolutely amazing, with the packaging with the gate behind him. I'm so hyped to actually get these started going.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see previews for all these products going forward. Like, the next 3 or so months for Universes, it's just going to be insane.
Oh yeah, I mean, the preview season is going to be hype all the way up until Worlds, because we've got Tekken, then Star Trek, then Soul Level, and then Critical Role. And
exactly.
Because Worlds is in February and Critical Role drops in March, so we're going to have some amazing previews around that time. And I am just so hyped to see what is going to come from all this new products.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I'm incredibly excited. But besides that basically everything on my end. Like,
awesome.
As I say, we've got so much new stuff coming next week, so just keep an eye out for the restock.
Any final words or anything you want to say to the community that we haven't touched on?
Leading into a regional, we always offer collections, so you don't need to worry about potentially getting lost in the post or whatnot. But from I believe it's the 18th to the 23rd of October, we will also be closed. Just heads up on that one as well, but that won't affect Tekken's release and us getting it out on time. It will just mean we're closed. So if you're looking for last minute purchases, then I will still be available via Messenger, and also I will answer tech support questions. But we won't actively be dispatching items, is what I'm trying to explain.
So can people still make orders for collection at regionals? It's just you won't be sending anything out?
So the site will still be open and operational as usual. There will just be a banner that explains that from this date to this date, items won't be dispatched, and also explaining if you're going to the Universe Regional and want to collect, we're working on adding a new option at checkout for when we know we're close to a regional that we can turn on, which will allow for collection at, say, the regional. So it makes it easier for people to, just click and collect. So, yeah.
No, that makes perfect sense. We'll leave it there. And
yeah, no worries.
Thanks for joining me, Richard.
No worries. Thank you for having me.